Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm not sure if you've seen this video online, but a guy is going to do some bungee jumping on a chair, and every time when they are about to push him down the edge, he's like, no, 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 wait, let me tell you something. I need to tell you something. It's a hilarious video, and it kind of reminds me of how my mind sometimes acts when I'm like on the precipice of something new, of like fully giving myself to something, fully surrendering, being courageous, opening my heart, opening my gut, opening my mind. And then my mind is like, no, 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 wait, let me tell you something, let me tell you something. It just distracts me down a different path. And I think we can all resonate with this. And the key is to learn to see when that happens. When your mind is throwing out these flares and these distractions, when you're getting closer to maybe a limiting belief, or like for once and for always seeing through some layers of possibly insecurity or lack or anything along those lines. And so in today's video, I just want you to open yourself, to really invite you to open yourself like completely and wholly, like more than you've ever done before, to kind of be courageous in how vulnerable you are and how open you are, and to actually show yourself that it is safe to do this. It's actually okay, even if there would be harsh reactions from outside, which we kind of internalized, and now we give ourselves harsh rejections and we're like very strict with ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with being disciplined. I think there's so much power in it, but you do not have to be strict with yourself in terms of where you're like beating yourself down. Always come from a place of love, and love can be fierce, love can be very direct, but it's still love, and it doesn't make concessions. It is truthful always. So a little bit of a mixed message today, but all of this comes together as it always does in the subtle art of staying true. Because in order to actually stay true, the first step is to actually be open and receptive. Because if you're not open and receptive, and in that sense vulnerable, which is not really vulnerable, it just feels like that in the beginning because we're not used to it. It's a little bit outside of our comfort zone. We are on our edge. And through this edge, you will discover expansion. You will gain greater insights, greater love, greater strength, greater conviction. And so with this subtle art of staying true, if you're locked in your mind, if in a sense anything inside of your being is closed, then you really cannot access truth because you're just like in a bubble. So it requires you to go in a sense to the edges of those bubbles and to open that up, to be courageous enough to look beyond your own blindsided edge and just open yourself, become more pure, become more sincere, and in a sense become more transparent, so that your acts, your heart's frequency, the intent with why you came into this incarnation, which is always already there, can actually shine through. It's not blocked by all of our ideas and little bubbles. We start popping those bubbles, and then naturally your true intent, your acts can shine through. It really is about getting out of the way by just allowing everything to move through, even maybe stored emotions and energies. While those are coming through your system, you have to stay true. In a sense, hold that space, hold that awareness that it's just temporary. If sadness or grief or insecurity or anxiety moves through your system, you as awareness are still untouched. And you can double check, you can verify this right now for yourself. You can be like, did something ever touch that which I am before thought, before perception? Can you recognize that isness, that beingness, that awareness, that lucidity that is always already here, that was the same when you were looking in the mirror when you were 4 or 5 years old? It's still that same awareness. And yes, your form and your size and your body has changed, but that awareness, that I amness, still the same, still standing. So that's why you don't have to be afraid of all of these emotions and sensations moving through your system. Allow, in a sense, the system to be flushed so that you can be a pristine channel through which spirit, your true self, can just blow harmonious frequencies, and you'll become more alive, more activated on all levels of your being. And take this at your own pace. You don't have to rush truth. Take your time right now to let go of everything, to relax, to fuck everything that you think you know, and just become like pure and innocent again, become open and receptive. Like it's almost like, in a sense, like branching out, really opening up, allowing the wind again to come into your house and just clean the ship, clean the house, like just blow all of the dust out of your system, all of the cobwebs. And then you will notice, you will feel like more refreshed and more available for truth to come through you. Because you're not as biased, you're not as much in the way. You're actually taking your time to empty yourself out. And then you can actually start playing your game. Then the fun can begin because you're not carrying this heavy piano with you. You don't feel like a victim. You're actually, in a sense, on top of life. You're lighthearted, you're jumping around, you feel the spaciousness. You feel that all of this is just a dream. And then you can more precisely choose your intention, how you want to paint your dream. And this is such a fun process. In the beginning, you might have to go through like some heavy old emotions, like a little bit of clearing the backlog of all the years of having lived unconscious, but this is part of the process. Embrace it and keep that light-hearted attitude so that as you move through these seeming shadows and they are brought to light, you still keep a light-hearted attitude. Otherwise, it's so easy to get lost in, oh yeah, it was horrible and I'm such a victim. It's not necessary. You can actually approach it in a powerful, light-hearted, gentle way, but also in fierce, like just cutting through it, like a warm knife through butter. You're just cutting through all of your old ideas. You're allowing it to melt as snow in front of the sun, and you just shine and you just play and you just choose whatever in the moment feels the highest. And then this is how you master the subtle art of staying true. This is how you become attuned to that inner frequency and you learn to play it. And again, this is a practice until you become a master at your own state of being, at where you're coming from in each moment. And then you can choose to come from that frequency. You can choose to come from your ex in any moment, and that's power. Then you're just always like you're strapped with a gun, and anything that threatens you, you just with love, with light, you just blast through it. With your ex, you just choose your ex. You just pop all of these bubbles. It's like a game where you have to like shoot all the bubbles. You just choose X. And for sure, if you decide now, that sounds awesome, X. I love that. Let me start doing that. You're gonna encounter some challenges. You're gonna forget. But that is okay. As long as you stay true and you're committed to mastering this subtle art of staying true, then everything can be seen just as challenges that help you level up in your ability to stay true no matter what. And what else to do but to stay true no matter what? What else to do? It's the simple directive that I feel is applicable for everyone in their life. To just stay true no matter what. Stay true to what you actually feel in your heart is your calling, your purpose, your reason for booting up this video game in this server here on Earth. So stay true. Learn to recognize what is true by first dropping everything that you think is true, everything that you think you know, becoming innocent, open and available. And through that openness and availability, just be attentive to the frequency that resonates, frequency that excites you, that feels good, that clicks in. And watch for the mind immediately turning that into an idea. And just keep it pure. Be like a purist when you play this game. You only care about the frequency. You don't care about the ideas and how it needs to manifest and the outcomes. No, it's not interesting. The only thing you care about is just playing your heart out and staying true no matter what. Join me on this journey to mastering this subtle art of staying true. by just stepping in, maybe booking a one-on-one session, just by leaving a comment, maybe by sharing your challenges, but take ownership for yourself. For like, I'm gonna learn how to master this subtle art of staying true. Just like how maybe you learned another new skill, I'm going to learn how to speak French, or I'm going to learn how to ride a bike. And you were like, I'm not gonna stop until I'm riding the bike, until I'm speaking French. Just an example. So, it's up to you. You have free choice. It's what IMX also symbolizes. You always have a choice. You can always choose your expression, your X. So choose something that resonates, that feels true. See you in the next video, my friend. Take care.